Hello, welcome back to Let's Build the Belated 500 subscriber scenario. So I still don't have any good information for why the satellite pass prediction for the Chinese isn't working. I haven't had a chance to... I've looked it up a little bit and nothing seems to be posted about it. Okay, so it's kind of what I thought, where the colors do seem to mean something, where like maybe this is their like one orbit or one 24-hour period, and then we can see the blue line takes it through here, and then actually, is that where it takes it? Where's our satellite? Where's the satellite? Okay, so the gray line is like where it's been, the bright white line is where it's going, and then the blue line is where it's going further out. So for example, we can see here none of the lines intersect there, so I feel pretty safe deleting these, but let's see what they are in any case. Image sats, yeah, those wouldn't be too useful for a carrier battle group, so we could get rid of those. That'll speed up the scenario some. This one is obviously gonna kind of come into the area, so we'll leave you in there. So we can trace the path of this one, which is also oh, this is masked, so this is more useful. Nope. Down. Okay, so we see there's day one, or orbit one, and then the blue line comes up on the other side of the planet, comes up to Australia. It might have coverage. That's kind of a tight one there. Let's see, this one comes down. The camera does not handle the pulls very well. So anyways, we see it comes down. So presumably it's following this line, and then it... See, this I feel... Let's see, this is masked. It does have a white line that goes right over the group, so we'll probably leave that in. I think this is going to be too far off to be of any use. You can see the closest it comes is basically this blue line, I believe. And that's over East Timor, so that's not going to be too useful, I think. It might pick up some signals from the battle group, but there's undoubtedly going to be satellites that do a better job. And we can see from here, none of these lines cross over into the South China Sea, so we can get rid of that. You can see this guy crossing. That's kind of use. Oh, 8 units, huh? Well, they all have the same orbital path, apparently, so... Likewise, this guy... He's just too far. You see, he goes over America, comes over Africa, the Middle East, comes down by the Antarctic, the far side. Like, this would be great for a Pacific campaign, but not so useful for the South China Sea. Let's see, what is your orbital path? You don't even go anywhere near China, it looks like. Which makes sense. It seems to be more a constellation designed to spy on the US and Europe, so... What the fuck? This one doesn't even have any, like, satellite prediction. Same with this one. Okay, so this one comes down through South America. and comes okay, this one comes right up through the South China Sea, and it's Elant, so that one we can keep. I think these, I said, we're kind of close. That one looks like it comes right through the area. This one's gonna pass by pretty close right when the scenario starts, and an awful lot of them are down in the Arctic. I am a bit like, this one will keep. This look like it this one, close enough, it might be of some value. Well, it's image sat, but this one does not go over the area. It's got a completely different orbital path. Likewise, this blue line, it's not really close enough, I don't think, to validate its existence. How many satellites do we even have? Order of battle. Units by type. Facility, aircraft. They got a lot of satellites. Not as many as the US. By far. Way fewer by far, but eventually I think the play will be to go through these one by one, although I'm a little short on time today, so this is actually going to be a bit of a shorter episode. In fact, it's only going to go for like another minute or two while I pluck out some satellites. This one, no cover. It did cover kind of cover the area, but not really, and it's image satellites, so don't care that much. These are SIGINT satellites with no predictable path, apparently. This is another group that seems to not have the South China Sea in its coverage area. And they all seem to suffer or have the same path, so I feel no qualms in getting rid of all those units. What are you doing? Masson, kind of close. Maybe we'll keep it. This one does not come close, so we can get rid of it. And there, we got at least 10 satellites that we got rid of. This one, yeah, I didn't think this one would get close at all. So we got some satellites last viewer. We'll be back when I have a little bit more time. Yeah, that's too far out to really make a difference. These seem to be mostly designed to spy on Europe and the Pacific and the... Yeah, so we at least made some progress today, even if it's a short one. We can go back in our order of battle, filter down again. And the list is a little bit shorter, not by much, but enough. Most of the image sets, I don't think we're going to care too much about. Massant, optical, maybe not so much. Synthetic aperture radar ones will definitely probably, and Elant will probably care more about. SIGINT, these have no path seemingly, so I guess we'll just leave them because I can't tell what they're going to do. And then these Elant satellites are probably going to be important, but I imagine a lot of these image sats we'll want to get rid of, because if you think about them, their image satellites are mostly for like fixed locations, fixed targets. So you can't like get a targeting solution off of an image set. Maybe a bearing only launch you could do if it got to you fast enough, but it's not really, granted, I don't have access to the classified information of how they work, but I don't think you're going to be doing any targeting based on that. So we're going to save this here. And with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time, and stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.